Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let me put the light on. Welcome back to the channel. I have another video on a 2005 Lexus LS430 Instrument cluster. Eric DeMeo. He's from South Carolina. It says unit will not power up. Will not power up. Completely dead. Was working fine until the car sat for 2 weeks. I disconnected the battery overnight and reconnected it in the morning. The unit has started working again. Lasted a few days and now is dead again. All right, so as I normally do, I had everything pretty much ready to go. That's the cluster from Eric, and I have his folder. Let me just open it up. All right, that's a folder with, just 3 pictures in here. I have also the concerns, just to show you the same thing, and we have the VIN number in there. I removed his personal information, just left the name and where he's from. Unit, like I said, just the same thing I just read to you, and then the VIN number to confirm that it's a 2005 Lexus LS430. So this is just a unit here on the bench, connected, not powered up. That is just to make sure that I always keep the part numbers. And this is the unit powering up. I just want to show you exactly what happens with this one. All right, let's go back to this view where I have the cluster. All right, so I'm going to power up. Yeah, the power bench supply is connected, so I'm going to put battery and then ignition, and you're going to say there is power. You're going to see there is powering up. We have 183 miles, and it's working. So this is very common on these situations, on these clusters, and they usually is something repairable. Sometimes it's a damaged board because of capacitor's age, right? We're talking about 30-year-old components inside here. These clusters are really, really intricate. They have like 5 different boards internally, and they all have a lot of capacitors. So we need to make sure that we do a complete refresh, rework, to make sure everything is back to normal. But yeah, so the problem on these ones is this. Okay, you see it's working. If I turn it off, the ignition, and I turn it back on, it will work, right? That is kind of like okay, right? But if I turn the ignition off, again, keep an eye on this box. Not sure if you can see it in there. Let me see if I can get it into the view. Yeah, you can in there. I'm going to turn the lamp off 1 second so you can see the switches in there better. But you see, I keep the battery on. If I keep the battery on and I turn the ignition on for like 15 seconds, it's actually 17 seconds on the dot that the cluster will go to sleep. And then after that, it will not power up. Pretty much now. Let me just try it again. You see, nothing happened. And you see the 2 switches are on. If I disconnect the battery, like Eric was saying in there, so if I unplug the battery, okay, ignition off and battery off, that's like you disconnecting the cluster from the connector here, or disconnected the battery on the car. Either way, it will be doing the same thing, because you're removing the battery power. If I now power up battery and ignition, the cluster comes back to life. That is a very common situation on these clusters. And again, if I turn the ignition off, you see that 1 switch is on, and I quickly turn it back on, it will come back on. So this is definitely 100% reproducing the concern. Again, if we count 17, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I just count a little more just in case I went too fast at the beginning. Ignition back on. The cluster doesn't power up. All right, so we're definitely reproducing the customer concern, and we're going to do the repair. So I'm going to contact Eric. I'm going to open the cluster app and then contact the customer, because this is the first time I work in this cluster, so I know nothing about it. I want to make sure what I found inside, and then contact the customer and get the approvals for the repair. If he does, I'll be coming back with a already repaired cluster. If you want to see more of the internals on these ones, I have one. It's called Don's Auto. I think, let me just get the number on that one. Let me put the video on the screen so you can see it. This is the video. Just look for 05 Lexus LS430 Instrument Cluster Intermittent Don's Auto. If you scroll, through the video, you'll see that I'm doing the test and I'm explaining here. Let me just show you all the connections I normally do, wire diagrams, all the connections that I'm doing in the cluster, wire diagrams marked so you can see how, and how I'm using the signals. Then I show all the internals on the board, on different boards, testing that I'm doing in different components, and I'm using different tools in here. This is like a 30-minute long video. I show even values as I'm showing in there. This board uses portions of it with like upwards of 170 volts. It's very low amperage, but it's still it can hurt you. So I don't recommend anyone that has no experience or any electrical background to be touching these clusters. All right, that is the video you can watch if you want to see more in depth of what is involved in here. All right, guys, let me stop the video here, and I'll be right back. Just to give you a quick pic of partial of the repairs that I'm doing. You know, I'm doing the test, and yeah, it looks like this center board is not going to be repairable. We have a few of the capacitors leaking really bad, and lucky for him, I do carry this in stock. I call him, and he approved the repair. So I'm going to transfer information to clone this board because this is where the information and microprocessors are. So I need to perform that, and then I'm going to have to transfer that to his. So because otherwise the mileage and keys will not work. So we need to make sure that I can do that properly. All right, guys, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I finished the repair, clean the cluster, replace all the components, retested, and everything is working good. And now I'm going to do it with you in the video. All right, so let me just put the box again here so you can see when I'm powering this on and off. All right, first thing we're going to do is battery, as I did before, and then ignition. All right, that is a normal startup. We're going to do the same thing with the ignition. So we're going to count 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then again, just a little longer for if I count too fast, and ignition on, and voila. The proof is in the pudding now. Everything is working good. I just want to show you also the mileage again, 181, 183, which is his original mileage, and everything is, this will be a plug and play. No more issues. Eric, you already approved the repairs and already paid for it. So thank you so much, Eric. That was super quick. And it's ready, good to go. I have the box and everything ready, so I'm going to pack it up and send this your way right away. I think, like I said in most of my videos, if you have any instrument clusters, ECMs, automotive or marine, just send it to Mike Salazar Diagnostics. I'm putting my website link, or not link, the whole thing, the www.mikesalazardiagnostics.com in the title of this video, so you can copy and paste it. Also in the description, like that. If you have anything, you can send that over to me, because you see, I reproduce the customer concern. I show a little bit of the process. I don't show the full repairs, because there is a lot of big companies that can try to copy what I do, and they will erase me from the face of earth if I allow that. So I hope that you understand that. But the service that I provide, there is no other companies. Why? Because they either try to hide, or they don't know what they're doing, and they don't reproduce your concern. They just do a normal, like, replace all the components, send you a bill, fix it, that or not the problem in the car, not the problem. I always reproduce the concerns because I want to make sure that I can show you the component fix like I did here. Otherwise, you will be always like, how did they did anything? No, with me, you are in the best hands. If you're here on the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.